2005, Rhonda, we sat, actually it wasn't at this table, but just right over there. And I had just read an article in a magazine called Ministry Today, and the article was entitled The Harvest Machine. And it talked about 4 or 5 South African sending agencies that were having a tremendous impact in East Africa. And one of those organizations promoted something called the Hub Model for Church Multiplication. And I had been praying since the early 90s for an unreached people group in northern Mozambique called the Makua people. And they're a group that, according to Johnstone, was probably one of the largest, what we call animistic / folk Islamic unreached people groups in the world. And when I read that article and read about the Hub Model, I thought, man, you know what? We can take this people group for God. And you bought into the vision. And it wasn't long after that Todd DeTurk and Mike Ummel and I would have been in the fall of 2005 that we took off for Mozambique to check out this Hub Model to see if it worked.
Right. So since we started in 05.
05, and now here we are. We're at 2018, so we've been at it. Actually, we started in 2006, the actual trips and training.
Right.
And so 12 years later, just to give you some stats, in 2016, which would have been our 10-year point, we were at 53,364 disciples, 912 churches. But as of February of this year, we now are at 75,547 disciples, 1,267 churches. So this thing has just taken off. It's growing exponentially.
Does that church then represent a community, or there's not more than one in that? These are little villages.
These are little villages. It depends on the size of the village. Sometimes you can have multiple churches.
So you've got probably pretty close to 1,000 communities that are now being impacted through life of the church.
It's phenomenal. And it's just an amazing thing to see how the church has multiplied out. And then you add to that the supernatural, which you know, when you're looking at an animistic or tribal people, plus the whole Islamic factor, these things really get a hold of people's attention. And it's pretty exciting to see this kind of thing.
God knows what he's doing.
He does. And I just want to thank you, brother, for being a part of this journey. The fact that you would believe in us back in 2005, and then that trip that we had with Todd and Mike Ummel, just a phenomenal trip. And so really Pathway's contribution has been kind of the backbone of the financial aspects, and have made all of this possible. With just limited resources, you can accomplish a lot for God this way, and so God's blessed us that way. And I'd just like to say a big thank you to you and to Pathway.
Thanks for letting us be part of it.
Bet.
It really is. I think sometimes we don't understand the scope of how a dollar, a few dollars, or a few dollars a month can really change a community, but it's actually changing multiple communities.